Hi, everyone. Welcome to English 211, Technical and Professional Writing. I'm Professor Hall, and I'm really excited to have you for this class. I am sending this announcement out ahead of time before the class begins so that I can give you a little bit of an overview of what we're going to be doing. And also in this announcement is the walkthrough of our course so that you can see what the class is going to look like and where you can find things and all of that sort of thing. We have, for example, an online textbook, two of them actually that you're going to be looking at. They're both free, but I do have links for them as well as PDFs. Those are going to be in a certain part. And you might be wondering, what is technical and professional writing? Well, the first week of the class, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to look at the differences between academic writing that you've done in classes like college composition or even writing about literature, and technical and professional writing, which is developed a little bit differently and has a different audience and different tone as well. Then the first couple of weeks, we're going to kind of look at some building blocks for that type of writing. Talking about audience analysis and the ethics involved, some of the legalities of technical and professional writing. After that, we're going to move into your first long-term project. With technical and professional writing, you are going to be looking at writing, creating, formatting, developing documents meant for the workplace and meant for technical purposes. One of the types of documents very often done by technical writers is an instruction manual. So that's our first long-term project. And over a course of several weeks, you're going to learn how to write instructions in a technical, professional way. I'm sure that you're like, oh, I could just write instructions, but there's a specific way to do it. Then we're going to look at diagrams, labels, and creating images for professional and technical purposes. After that, you'll put everything together and submit an instruction manual that will be formatted like a technical document, basically. We'll have a week after that to work on grammar and editing skills, which are some skills that you need as a technical writer or even a professional one in the workplace. And then we will have some time to reflect on the instruction manual, and then you'll be revising it for clarity and for grammar and that kind of thing. So that basically brings us to our midterm point. And then the second half of the class, so the first half of the class is kind of those technical documents. The second half of the class, we're going to be looking a little bit more at professional documents. And that's where we'll be working on our second long-term project. We'll have a week in between as a breather for you to do a resume. And then we'll be looking at research for professional purposes and information literacy. We'll look at doing consumer research and client or customer research, as well as competition research in the business field. We'll work on writing a cover letter based on some of the research that we've done. And then we're going to do some steps to put together a business proposal. And it's sometimes called a business plan, but we'll talk about the differences between the two and which one you'll be doing. And in that, we kind of put together some research and some other components of that business plan. We'll be working on that over a few weeks. All of the different components, including things like an executive summary, the future outlook of the company, the products and services sold, that sort of thing. We'll take another week to look again at some more grammar and editing skills, and then you will be submitting your final version of that business proposal. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an overlook as to what we're going to be doing. Both of our long-term projects, we are going to break down in steps, and I have smaller assignments for you to do. So I don't want you to feel like, oh my goodness, it's going to be overwhelming and I'm going to have to produce these documents all at once. That's certainly not what we're going to do. We're going to learn a lot of different skills along the way. in terms of writing, editing, revising, formatting. I have great resources for you guys to guide you. And like I said, you'll be getting announcements like this from me every week, kind of talking about what we're doing that week and what our focus is and what you guys need to do. So I hope that helps kind of explain what this class is about. Half of it is going to be technical document writing, and half of it is going to be professional document writing. And I really do enjoy this class. I think the projects are going to be personal to you and your interests and ideas that you have and you come up with. So I'm excited to see your work and get to know all of you. If you have any questions, my email is right here in this announcement and email. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great week.